Did you start your degree but never finish it? Now you can. Kaplan University has scholarships to help you save on your degree. Save up to $4,000 on your associates or save up to $6,000 on your bachelor's. These are scholarships, not loans. You won't have to pay them back. Visit savings.kaplan.edu today for details. That's savings.kaplan.edu. Terms and conditions apply. Visit kaplan.edu/info for complete consumer and gainful employment information.
Uplift the lives one day at a time. Kimmy Kim and Elations Radio. They're here to get your day going fine. Kimmy Kim and Elations Radio. Kimmy Kim and Elations Radio. Kimmy Kim and Elations Radio.
And here's your host, Miss Kim Robinson.
Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Angel Sessions. I am an international and national recording artist, singer, and songwriter. I have a new single out called No Fear, released December 1st, 2016, and it is on all online stores where music is sold. So please go check that out. And also, I want to give a shout out to Kimmy Kim with Elations Radio and Jerry Roars at positivepower21.org.
We do this for the people that's free, and that's you and me. Yeah, 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 yeah. We lift our hands, hey, in adoration, and open our mouths to give you some praising. If you want to ride with me live, if you know he's been good, it's so I can. No greater love that I have found, who laid his life down just for his. I'm grateful and thankful you're faithful, 'cause you've been so, yeah, yeah. You have been. You've been so good to me. You've been so good, so good. You're so good, so good, yeah. You made a way out of no way, God, when I went astray, but you kept your hands on me. When you could have let me go, you only held me close. So with you, I'm trusting and your harness as a good soldier. I thought it was over, but you did it for me. I never seen the righteous forsaken, and I never will. I just gotta let you know that Father got your big soul. Yeah, yeah. You have been. You've been so good to me. Yeah, 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 yeah. So good. So, so, so good. So good. Yeah, 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 yeah. You woke me up this morning. You started me on my way, God.
Welcome, welcome, everyone. Welcome. We hope you enjoyed that selection. You have tuned in to Elation Radio, and it is time for Nature Heals. My name is Michelle Edmonds, and I am your host of this show. We've been doing this for some time now. We've been talking to you about how to heal your mind, body, and spirit, to bring peace in your life, to just bring some serenity, just to be calm. And in fact, that is the name of our broadcast tonight, calm. We're going to talk about tools to calm your spirit, mind, body, and spirit. Before we get started, let me give a shout out to our awesome host, the owner of Elation Radio and Magazine, and that is none other than Kim. And we just love her. We want her to know that we appreciate this platform for Nature Heals radio show. And the other thing is, I want you to bow your head because I want to say a prayer as we begin. You know the way we start. So we're going to say a prayer and cover this broadcast as we do the first broadcast of the year. Father God, may the words of our mouth and the voice of our heart be acceptable in your sight. Lord, you are our strength and you are our Redeemer. In Jesus' name, amen. And we want you just to kick back today. I want you just to relax. I want you to listen to the sounds of nature as I talk you through 8 calming tips to bring serenity back in your life. So let's do it. Let's roll up our sleeves and let's see what we come up with today, okay? Well, the first thing I want to know, how do you calm yourself in your mind, body, and spirit? Exactly how do you do that? Where do you start? What are 8 go-to things that you can do to start immediately? What belongs in a calming medicine chest, if you will? What is going on? There's so much stress going on. We ended the year with the most unusual death of not only a famous actress, Debbie Reynolds, but and her daughter, who preceded her just the day before. Then prior to that, we lost another great singer, very popular, George Michael. I speak to people all over because I am a counseling psychologist, so I listen to a lot of what you say. And many of you kind of felt 2006 was a little rough on us, was a little rough. And I'm inclined to agree. We had a lot of stress. We had a very, very difficult presidential election, very difficult, preceded by a lot of racial unrest, many murders. We had national assassinations, just one recently, and on and on and on. Seems appropriate to talk about what should be in a calming toolkit. Well, the first thing that might surprise you is that your digestive tract. So let's do mind, body, and spirit. And let's start with the body first. It might surprise you that the body itself can be excited. There is something called excitotoxins. And excitotoxins are those items that actually cause you to have excited nerve endings. For example, they are aspartame and MSG and all kinds of additives that are put into your food that actually excite your nerve endings in your body, your brain cells. And so the first thing we're going to do is we're talking about excitotoxins. The name is kind of appropriate, isn't it? Google that for me, and you'll see that it's all those MSG, all those unhealthy additives that are in your artificial soda, that's in a lot of your snacks, that's in your treats. So we're going to watch out for excitotoxins. The name is just what it says. It excites and overstimulates your nerve endings in the body. Let's work on taking those out, and the way you take them out is by simply avoiding those foods that tend to have them. And again, that's your diet sodas and your beverages, your artificially flavored fruit juices, your pink lemonades. All of those items have all of those excitotoxins in them. That's one thing we're going to do to calm the body. Another thing we're going to do is we're going to incorporate fermented foods, such as cranberry sauerkraut. Now, when I say fermented foods, you're going to make these fermented veggies yourself, and I'm going to post the recipe in the Mind, Body, Spirit Facebook group. You'll see one that's real simple for fermented veggie soup. Fermented veggies not only are known for healing everything from digestive disorders, but as well as cancer, because what it does is it calms the digestive tract down. It calms the digestive tract. It slows things down. That's why, ladies and gentlemen, when you're sick, have all of you noticed that you tend to naturally gravitate to soup? And the reason why you do that is because, it might not be chicken soup, by the way, but the broth itself, the warm broth, it's soothing and calming to the digestive tract. And so while we're not going to do just chicken soup, we're going to do a twist on that, and we're going to make a fermented veggie soup. And again, we're going to post that recipe for you. Or you're going to just eat more fermented veggies. Another thing we're going to post is a recipe for fermented sauerkraut. Remember, everyone, we're not just going to go out and buy sauerkraut. We're going to make it ourselves, put it in mason jars, and we're not going to use vinegar for the fermentation process. That actually, in my opinion, the vinegar, number one, is an appetite stimulant, and number two, it is actually a digestive tract irritant, because the vinegar, I believe, is too harsh, and it actually fuels the problem with yeast in the gut. That's also known as candida. So when we talk about fermented veggies, yes, that is sauerkraut traditionally. We also have pickles, but we want non-vinegar-based veggies that have been fermented with things like Himalayan salt or sea salt. They're calming, they're soothing to the digestive tract, and most importantly, they're healing, again, from everything from dysphagia to cancer. That's a lot of bang for your buck from veggies. We're also going to soothe our digestive tract with something called kombucha. That's spelled Kombucha. Kombucha is a fermented, a probiotic beverage that you can buy already bottled, but we're going to get that. We're going to get that from a Whole Foods store, or you can go to a store, a health food store that's in your neighborhood. But we want to make sure you can actually order it from Amazon.com, believe it or not. I want to make sure that you get kombucha. Make sure the kind that you get is always in a dark-colored bottle. That's when you know that you're getting a good quality kombucha. Kombucha is known as a probiotic beverage. You've heard of that term a lot, ladies and gentlemen, probiotic supplements and for the digestive tract. Well, kombucha is a probiotic drink. It kind of looks like a bottle of beer. And so if you feel like you're buying beer, in some ways you are, but it's an awesome calming agent for the digestive tract. I recommend you have an ounce in the morning, and I'd like an ounce as your last item before you go to bed. Number 3, we're going to have more soup to calm the digestive tract. We just spoke about that, okay? And one soup is going to be the fermented veggie soup. That recipe will be posted. This is similar to, do you remember way back when everyone was doing that cabbage soup diet? Do you remember that? Well, this is similar to that, but we're not going to have cabbage soup diet. We're not going to do kooky diets. You know I don't believe in that. But we are going to use a soup made with fermented veggies. And again, we're going to post that recipe for you. Or tell you what, if you join the program, you're going to get a whole lot of fermented and detox soup recipes. But let's go on. We're going to calm the digestive tract with minerals. The number one go-to mineral is magnesium powder. I happen to like the brand that's called Calm Assure, but this time Calm is spelled with a K. So look for the brand that says Calm Assure. Lovely, lovely magnesium supplement because it's a calming anti-anxiety herb. It's always ideal to take it at night. It happens to be an herb that's very, very good if you suffer from insomnia. Before you do any of those kooky sleep apnea mask, or called the, I believe it's called the CPAP, and before you stay up all night and take sleep medication, I recommend that you do something simple, that you follow what we call in Serenity Weight Loss Detoxification Program, what we call the wellness model. It means that you're not going to go out and always use prescription medication or over-the-counter medication. We want you in the wellness model to use items that are natural first. And so that's why we're doing this broadcast on Calm, tools for calming the mind, body, and spirit. And magnesium is one for the body. Another calming mineral is calcium, but I want you to use the calcium in liquid form or powdered where it can be made into liquid. Now, many of you, when you can't sleep, you might recall that your mom or somebody came and brought you, a glass of warm milk. You've heard of that before. Whenever you couldn't sleep, you get a glass of warm milk, right? Well, it's not the milk. Many of you may not know that. It's not the milk that causes you to sleep better. It is the calcium in the dairy that's facilitating your sleep. So, many of us are allergic to dairy. Most of us should not be eating it, consuming it at all, because it's not paleo. Remember, I teach that. And that's why it has to be homogenized, because milk is not really meant for humans. But that's a topic for another night. But for now, let's just use the pure form of calcium rather than drinking milk. That's a no-brainer, in my opinion. So far, for calming minerals, we have magnesium, powdered form. The brand I like is Calm Assure. Calm, in this case, is spelled with a K. There is another brand on the market spelled with a C. But I find the one that's spelled with a K to be the better brand. And, by the way, it tastes wonderful, like Kool-Aid without the sugar. I'd like you to use some powdered or liquid calcium. Calcium is already in liquid form or powdered form that you're going to add to water. That's a calming mineral. And then the other thing is, I'd like you to take a look at a general, what I'll call a broad spectrum mineral, liquid mineral supplement. Minerals repair your nerve endings. And when you are feeling edgy and not very calm, your nerves, everyone says the expression is, my nerves are just shot. Well, that's actually a fairly accurate comment. Your nerves are literally on fire. They're firing. It's like nerve endings are firing. And so one way to quiet them down internally is to take a broad spectrum mineral supplement, again, liquid form. And for those of you that are wondering, where do I get this stuff? I used to own a health food store. The brand that I settled on and I locked arms with is Longevity. They are superior by far. And the owner of the company is Dr. Joe Wallach, a Nobel Prize nominee, and they are the leaders in liquid nutrition. Now, so even though I'm saying liquid, you might go into the health food store, and I carried them all. I had a retail health food store. You're going to notice that there are a lot of liquid. There are some liquid, not a lot. There are some, and many of them are very syrupy. So I want you to use the Longevity brand as your go-to brand for liquid supplements. That was number 5. Add calcium, magnesium was number 4, which is the primary calcium calming mineral, the primary calming mineral. And number 5 is calcium and all the broad spectrum of minerals. And they're the raw material for all of your nerve endings, and that was number 5. Number 6, I'd like you to meditate. Here's a really cool tip. Go to www.calm.org, and I want you to download this free app, a free meditation app. Now, we opened the broadcast playing some meditation music, and the little bit of interference, I hope, didn't upset your flow, but that is the point. I want you to start meditating. It is not counterintuitive to do that alongside prayer. Prayer has its place, and we're going to cover that next. But meditation allows you, now I want you to hear me carefully, meditation is a tool that is discussed in the Bible, and it allows you to hear your prayer more clearly. That's my verbal description of it. And someone else might describe it differently, but meditation clears your mind so that you have a clearer position when you go into your prayer closet to hear from God. That's the best way that I know to explain it to you. And yes, some people will say that meditation itself is a form of prayer, that meditation itself is a form of prayer. So don't worry about thinking that you're doing something that's new age or that's counter to what the Bible teaches. Meditation is all throughout the Bible. I want you to download that free app, by the way, and just keep it playing on your phone, just like you heard when we opened up the broadcast, and just have it playing in the background. You could do it at your desk. You could have it on your phone playing quietly, calming, soothing, running water, might be birds chirping. It may be a light jazz selection. Whatever is best for you. Some people feel that the water or the chirping birds put them to sleep, but you choose the meditative sounds that are most soothing to you, that do not cause you to fall asleep, okay? Because meditation is not about sleeping. Meditation is being awake with a quiet mind. Let's go to number 7. Remember, oh, by the way, that's calm.org. www for that app, calm.org. You can download it for free. We're going to post that for you as well. Now, I'd like you to use some essential oils. We're talking about calming tools. We did the body. Now we're doing the mind. The mind, we can use essential oils. One of my favorite go-to essential oils for calming the mind is lavender oil. Oh, it is just awesome. You can dab a little bit around the room. I like getting an electric diffuser. Believe it or not, I just went to Best Buy to have some work done on my computer at their Geek Squad counter. I'm not trying to give them a free plug, by the way, but I just came to my remembrance. I just had some work done on my computer and my laptop, and I noticed that there were aromatherapy oils on the shelf. Who would figure that? So it goes to show you that stress is really a problem for many, many of us. And not only can you find it in a place like Best Buy alongside diffusers, electric diffusers, the one that I saw was not more than $20, and the oil was not more than $10. I believe it was $9.95. Amazon.com carries an essential oil starter kit, and I believe Walmart carries. Again, I'm not plugging in a particular store. I just want you to know that you may not be familiar with essential oils, but I want you to know they're very, very common. Who would think Best Buy would have them on the shelf? And lastly, number 8, and this is the one we really want to emphasize. Number 8 is, I want you to not just pray. I want you to set space aside in your home for prayer. I want you, if you don't have a closet in your bedroom that's large enough, and thank God, and I'm blessed that I do, and many of you have been following my post on my personal Facebook page, and you may have seen that I just did a homeless segment throughout the month of December, and as part of that, I shared my personal journey of living with other homeless individuals in an extended stay motel. Now, of course, I did not have a closet big enough to make into a prayer room. You know that, right? In fact, part of the story was that the hotel was just horrific and has since been condemned. But that is not my point tonight. My point for sharing that is, number one, prayer can be done anywhere. And yes, it's lovely to have a closet large enough to carve off as a prayer room. I have one now. I went through living in extended stay motels for the month for nearly 50 days. Actually, it was more than 4. It was nearly 50 days. And I didn't have anything, no place to go. Now, yes, I'm blessed, and I have a closet large enough to sit down, put a table and books on the floor and a cup of tea, and have essential oils going in a diffuser. All of that's in my prayer closet. And I sit there sometimes longer than I should before starting my day. So when you get into the feel of it, you should actually feel like it's difficult to pry yourself out of your prayer closet versus going in being a chore. That's when you know you got it. Okay? That's number 8. So let's do a quick review because we're at the bottom of our time already. I do want to add, as part of number of the meditation, I do want to put / I want you to take a look at yoga as a relaxation, calming exercise. Many of you are jumping up and down, going crazy, doing Zumba, and think that, the more you work out, the more you sweat, the better it is. See, that's the point of this broadcast. Get calm. And if you really want to get calm, slow it down. Don't be afraid to slow it down. You're going to lose weight if you need to lose weight. You're going to get healed if you need to get healed. That's the reason why this broadcast is called Calm. So to recap, body calming tools. The body calming tools are your digestive tract. Avoid excitotoxins. That's your MSG, aspartame. Number 2, incorporate fermented foods, such as fermented veggies as side dishes, such as cranberry kraut, which we're going to post, or a fermented veggie soup, which you're going to add your protein into the soup, and that itself is your meal. You're going to drink an ounce twice a day of kombucha, which is a probiotic beverage that helps to quiet and calm the digestive tract. And number 3. We're going to, number 4, add magnesium, the calming mineral. Number 5, we're going to add calcium and a broad spectrum of minerals, because minerals are the raw material for nerve endings, best in powder form that can be made into a liquid or already liquefied. Now, calming tools for the mind, I want you to meditate. Check out the free Calm app at calm.org. Download it on your phone. Use it as your starter meditation kit. Meditation preps you for prayer. Number 7, we're going to use essential oils, which help to create a calm atmosphere for your mind. Detox. You heard me talk about that before. And number 8, and last but definitely not least, we're going to carve out a prayer room. But believe me, I get it. I told you where I just came through. Closet, corner, or the bathroom toilet is fine. Each morning, start with 10 minutes. And while you're there, if you feel antsy or if you feel like you don't know how to pray, write in a gratitude journal during that time, and that'll jumpstart you. That'll kickstart the process. When you get to the point where you almost don't want to leave your prayer room, that's when you got it. With that said, everyone, I hope you start your year feeling more peaceful, feeling more calm. Get in touch with yourself and how you're feeling. Reduce the stress. But trust me, I know, I get it. I get it. I just came through a horrific experience living in extended stay motels. It was horrible, and I get it. I get how it is when things are just going so fast, when you don't seem like you can slow things down, you don't know where to start. I get it. Radio might be playing in the background. The kids are yelling. Sometimes even the dog is barking. But learn tools to calm your spirit. Thank you so much, everyone. My name is Michelle Edmonds. I'm the author of Serenity Weight Loss and Detoxification Program, and I'm the CEO of Serenity Radio Network, which is focused on mind, body, and spirit. This is Nature Heals on Elation Radio. We're done for this episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll be here next week, same time, same bat channel. Thank you so much. You can reach me at 404-445-8579 or the Mind, Body, Spirit Facebook group. Thank you so much, everyone. See you next week. Good night.
That's what I was created for. 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 Not just to live in a house or mansion, not just to drive in a fine fancy car. I just want more than the tangible possessions of this world. For made by the master's hand, I'm a unique design, not just to work every day for a dollar, not to dress with the approval of man. I have the image of my Father and my Savior, for with Him I stand, with Him I will remain. Oh, I was created to worship with my heart, with my heart, my mind, my soul. was created for. I was created for. So I believe in God. I was created for. Bless your name, Jesus.
Did you start your degree but never finish it? Now you can. Kaplan University has scholarships to help you save on your degree. Save up to $4,000 on your associates or save up to $6,000 on your bachelor's. These are scholarships, not loans. You won't have to pay them back. Visit savings.kaplan.edu today for details. That's savings.kaplan.edu. Terms and conditions apply. Visit kaplan.edu/info for complete consumer and gainful employment information.